If you've got a smartphone in your pocket, it's likely you've got an assistant, be it Google, Siri, or the recently deceased Cortana. Or maybe if you're Elon Musk, you've got Maximus, can't entirely remember the name, but a gigantic personal assistant who can help you. But I'm here to give you something that falls in between. How about a robotic assistant that you can wear, that can literally go all over you? Sounds interesting? Stay tuned. CALICO, what they refer to as a relocatable on-cloth wearable with fast, reliable, and precise locomotion. A miniature relocatable wearable system with fast and precise locomotion for on-body interaction, actuation, and sensing. CALICO consists of a two-wheel robot and an on-cloth track mechanism or railway on which the robot travels. The robot is self-contained, small in size, and has additional sensor expansion options. The track system allows the robot to move along the user's body and reach any predetermined location. It also includes rotational switches to enable complex routing options when diverging tracks are presented. We report the design and implementation of CALICO with a series of technical evaluations for system performance. We then present a few application scenarios and user studies to understand the potential of CALICO as a dance trainer and also explore the qualitative perception of their scenarios to inform future research in this space. Now, in my opinion, this technology has the potential for so much more than being a simple dance trainer, but stay with me. Researchers at the Small Artifacts Lab, SMART Lab, at the University of Maryland have been working on a small wearable robot called CALICO. Weighing just 18 grams, the robot attaches to a special track sewn on top of your clothing and is ready for work by traversing your garments, which allows it to do all kinds of things, including acting as a stethoscope to listen to your heart and lungs and coaching you through a fitness class. One of the biggest challenges for CALICO is localization. GPS, of course, isn't precise enough to help you determine where the robot is on your clothing. The researchers solved this problem by embedding neodymium magnets into the clothing tracks at even intervals, which can be used as markers. With onboard sensors, CALICO can detect these magnets and use them to estimate where the robot is currently located and allowing it to effectively plan a path across your body. It's a very effective system as the robot never missed a single marker throughout the entire development cycle. The CALICO robot can carry a 20-gram payload. Depending on the direction of travel, the robot can achieve speeds between 115 millimeters per second and 227 millimeters per second. Thanks to the low power design, the little rover's 100 milliampere hour battery will last more than 8 hours in an idle state, or will give you 30 minutes with continuous movement. Wireless charging could further extend the operating time of the robot. When describing their research, the Smart Lab members came up with many applications for the wearable. A microphone and a stethoscope and add-on enable the robot to sense vital signs, for example. The robot could travel to a predefined location to listen to your organs, or a doctor could teleoperate it in real time. And because the system already has an accelerometer, it could also be used to detect falls. If you want to learn how to dance or be guided through a workout routine, the system can guide you through some moves, I suppose, track your form, and even provide haptic feedback on your performance. Extending that general idea to medical applications, your little buddy could be used as a rehabilitation, as a motivator to perform exercises, and as a progress monitor. A wearable assistant with no display makes it very challenging to provide meaningful feedback to the user. To overcome this issue, researchers came up with a funny way to, physicalization data. For example, the device can show your progress on specific tasks by turning your arm itself into a physical progress bar. As you get closer to hitting your daily goals, the device will move further up your arm, indicating your progress. And of course, a purely show-off application exists for this wearable. With the addition of some fur and googly eyes, having a fluffy friend wandering around your body at all times would get a few eyes and eyebrows raised. It would get you some reactions. If you add some LEDs and or even displays, you have a guaranteed conversation starter. Now, as I said at the beginning, I believe the potential for this is huge. I mean, massive. But once again, stay with me. Okay, let's talk. Like I said, the potential for this technology is huge in my eyes. But let's say, in my eyes as well, basic. Using this, the already implemented body cams that many law officials or law enforcement officers, policemen, policewomen use, you could actually, innovate, combine the two. And I would propose that you would leave it. Did I mention there is a pretty neat video? You should check it out. I'm gonna drop the link in the episode description. But like I said, leave the base as it is. You can add a further 2 devices, each with cameras that can, as they say, move all over the body, allowing police officers a better spectrum of view, let's say. It would enable them to survey a crime scene a little more efficiently. Let's say if one officer attended a crime scene, rather than the camera only being able to see what they see, meaning in the direction they're facing, you could have a further 2, either one on each shoulder or one on each shoulder blade. Either way would provide you with ample extended or extra footage of a crime scene, especially if, let's say, you're interviewing a suspect, if you're apprehending a suspect and one of them runs in another direction and you pursue one in said other direction. Whilst you're pursuing the other suspect, your cameras on the back would actually automatically, I suppose you could have what you call chase mode. So the moment, since it has an accelerometer and all of these features, the moment it notices that you have begun to run, it will position itself. So the 2 other cameras would position themselves on your back, giving you purview of what's behind you, i.e. the other suspect. If, let's say, he's being smug and standing up just watching you run away, I suppose in that moment right there you've got a mugshot. In any case, like I said, that's basic. Next idea, I think they'd have to run a tight ship. Imagine if, let's say, you're a diver and you are set up with one of these things. It can be set up with sensors that can alert you to one of the most dangerous predators in the sea as far as we're concerned so far: sharks. And yes, I know what you're saying, and many specialists, experts out there might say adding another electrical device to a person underneath the water is a bad idea. Yes, sharks pick up electrical currents and they can sense these currents, let's say half a mile or more, easily, not mentioned in the blood. But at the end of the day, let's say a diver equipped with one of these devices, airtight, watertight, it could survey the surroundings, alerting them to any potential danger. Also, I mean, we've got a lot of deep sea explorers, divers out there, and many tourists even who love to go snorkeling. I suppose that would provide you with some really, really nice pictures. But in any case, I digress as far as I'm concerned. Third idea. I think this could be a potential game changer for for people who are deaf. Imagine if you had one of these things providing haptic feedback on your person in case something was happening. For example, if they are crossing a street or they are trying to perform any kind of action, and let's say a vehicle is coming towards them. Let's say, for example, someone is approaching their personal space. It could allow them to be alerted if someone, let's say, came within a meter of their person, at least to allow them some semblance of that spatial awareness that they would be lacking since they cannot hear. Even further, on a medical or assistant level, truly assistant level, this track could be fitted around, let's say, an elderly person's home in a very cheap manner compared to setting up what you would call surveillance system. Yes, there are many cheap ways you can implement a surveillance system or network in many of our loved ones' houses, but understand the prevalence of this device if they pursue it. You could set up a track easily enough because it's like, I don't know, call it Velcro. It's a tiny little strip, and you could set up this track to survey or be able to purvey the entirety of a loved one's house to a degree. Not only that, the one device can be used to monitor them and go with them. So when they return to and leave their house, it goes with and comes back with them, and it can go back onto this same track. Now, they mentioned the fact that the battery in idle only lasts 8 hours and you only get a 30-minute continuous use out of it. So once again, the convenience or the pros of it being in a environment like that, a monetary position. You can have a charging base and it can be easily recharged, meaning that it will never actually lose its usefulness. As they said, it has extensions for many different sensors and adaptions. So what you could add on to it goes beyond saying. You could add sound monitors, you could add motion sensors, and obviously you can have cameras, all of which could help monitor a loved one, especially if they're frail in any case, to some degree. Now, yes, I know what you're also thinking on the terms of privacy. Yes, this could seem a little intrusive, but you have to bear in mind the benefit and what you're trying to achieve. Depending on the situation, the person's need, this could provide someone who has little time or is not around a true semblance of peace of mind. Once again, these little devices can be set up to monitor not only if someone falls, but let's say if it is set up on the home device, on the home track, it will be able to pinpoint, track its user, let's say towards the phone closest point. GPS isn't that reliable, but if let's say you're using it in conjunction with this little device, you could have it a little more accurate. Let's say because you'd be able to triangulate a GPS monitor in the device itself, a GPS monitor on the phone which you're using, which the device can be connected to via app, and the base charging unit. So at any given time, your GPS would be fairly accurate to track the user within the location or within the premises. But that's just 3, 4. I've actually got a few more, but I'm not going to take up any more of your time. But like I said, Earth is amazing. Something like this could revolutionize so many aspects of our life. I'm just going to drop it quickly. This little robot is reminiscent of a movie I watched. Many of you might have seen it with, I won't mention any names, but the spaceship itself was fitted with a 3D printer which had the ability to repair, replicate damaged pieces on the outer shell. Maybe if you see I help you a little more, it was used to repair, I believe, the communications array on said spaceship. But once again, highlighting the immense possibilities and usefulnesses of this device. I mean, you could set up one on a submarine, for example, and I know I'm going on and on and on. But the reason I say you could set up one on the submarine, you could set up one on the hull of a submarine outfitted specifically to repair hull ruptures. Imagine in a critical incident, especially since the tragic loss of the Titan submersible. What if there was a version of this that was on the outside which could have possibly gotten to that first little crack, that first little rupture, and sealed it? They might still be here today. Like I said, Earth is amazing. What we can do, it's literally up to our minds. Nothing is impossible. Wilbur and Wainwright were told that men would never fly, and yet still we've got planes and now we're going to the moon. Thanks for tuning in to Focus. And once again, stay tuned. For links to the articles, check out the episode description. If you want to leave a comment, check out the trailer description for the email address. For topics like these and more, check out future episodes. Like I said, the world is an amazing place. There's a lot going on, and sometimes we just need to take a moment to focus.